Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to GrowedUpGeek Gaming, your home for narrative and roleplay focused Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaigns. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Manny, at GrowedUpGeek on your social medias, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Tonight is Tuesday, so we present our long-term persistent campaign, Eberron, Tranquility's Twilight, with a slight little twist. As you can see, we're down to just 2 players, so rather than wait for our friend Dustin to return from his vacation, travel safe, buddy, we decided we were going to get together, do a little gladiator contest, which is my favorite thing to do with just 2 players, and at the same time kind of flesh out the world that our regular campaign inhabits. So the last weekend tonight, the parties will get to see some things going on in Sharn, a place they haven't gotten to in the campaign, but hope to get to when we get around till season 2. Before we get to all that, let us meet our amazing players and the 2 little fun characters that they are inhabiting. We'll do a quick recap, and then we will jump right into tonight's episode. Let us start with our very thoroughly researched and full of knowledge samurai last week. Landon, tell us about Ronin.
Yeah, so I'm playing Ronin. His real name is Eldrex, but he sort of gave up the name after he sort of made a mistake in his past that he felt brought him dishonor. So he just he gave up his name and just goes by Ronin. He is a samurai fighter, all 11 levels, and he is an Amethyst Dragonborn, one of the new Dragonborns that don't have the same issues as the original Dragonborn race does. I said last week all of the things he has, like the Odachi, the Daisho, the Uni. If you want an explanation of what all those mean, feel free to watch last week's stream. I won't waste all the time this week explaining all the equipment again. But yeah, he's a samurai, and he likes to do some of his katas to woo the crowd, and he enjoys a good fight. Yeah, that's Ronin.
Said very well researched. My man knows his stuff. It was awesome last week. Let us move on to somebody who has no problem stabbing somebody who what you stabbed? No, wait, you punch people, yeah?
Punch.
Okay.
Yep. No weapon.
He did the mountain with them with Eberron. He just
I was like, what? And you just absolutely like caved dude's face in, right?
Yeah, basically I gave him, the right hand from hell.
Yeah. Looked like you hit him in the face with like a shovel.
Yeah, it was a vulgar display of power is what it was.
Thanks, buddy. We love you. It's, shout out to our sub Lewis. We miss you, buddy. Glad you're watching. We'll be here for you. What else you got with old Mimsie?
So he's a half tiefling, half orc, and he's tall, thin, young. He is the son of a ruthless orc warlord who is off having a good time instead of commanding the armies. And what is a good time to him? Hunting contests, fights, gladiatory arenas, those kind of things.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for the very good segue, as opposed to sons out having fun, as we skip to our recap. So, like I said, this is a chance for our players to have kind of play a little different character for a couple of weeks while one of our regular group is traveling, and to as well kind of inform them, the players, things that are going on in the world to make them more knowledgeable through their character play during our regular campaign. So last week we set up a gladiator contest, my favorite thing to do with 2-player D&D. It's just easy, and it's always great. We set up that the princes, 2 princes, Saul and Stend, sorry. Without really advertising it, through some gladiator games, invited the most prominent and wealthy, big-time people of Sharn to come out and witnessed this. Promised a big purse and some of the most intense gladiator combat that Sharn had ever seen. And at first, it definitely seemed like that, as the princes used their position as fight card promoters, essentially, to craft matches to tell a certain narrative from their perspective. One of them, the first round of combat, they fought vampires and vampire spawns and some vampiric mist. And to play up to the kind of, at least, I don't know, most heavily rumored thing in Corvair is that King Caius III of Karnath is secretly a vampire. So the princes, in their kind of douchebaggery sort of way, poked fun at that. In the second round of combat, they brought out a instrument of war that was once crafted by House Cannith, who some may have thought was in bad taste, given that a member of House Cannith had recently been killed at the royal wedding in Broken Blade Castle. And then after that, the princes promised an incredible main event. And beyond that, he brought out changelings, who had been rumored to be part of an attempted coup from within the king's own household, as a group of changelings infiltrated the household, impersonated people close to the king in a likely assassination attempt. And as the princes paraded them out, promising that they were the greatest threats to ever exist in the kingdom, they were unarmed and unarmored. And when punched magnificently, I won't short him, but they did not live up to the billing as the most intense combat, and almost seemed as if they were out there to be smashed simply for the prince's amusement. And as the crowd realized that they had been had, it turned kind of ugly. They began throwing things at the princes, who gave zero fucks on their way out, giving everybody the finger and spitting and cursing their way out, and even spilling down into the arena floor as crowds began to attack our combatants, thinking that they may have been in on the fix as well. And most people, especially watching a fight, don't like to be conned. And so we'll pick it up tonight. The party is whisked away with the help of Madam, a warforged Madam of Chateau Madam, the largest pleasure house in all of Sharn. They are whisked away. After the spectacle that was some of the most incredible gladiator combat Sharn has ever seen turned ugly, after the princes Saul and Stend used their influence to have defenseless traitors killed for sport, you are whisked back to your quarters. Very much improved quarters from the night before, you notice. Everything's well appointed. It's warm. It smells great. The bed's plush. The linen's even softer. After a couple of moments, you're provided the finest medical care, one of the most amazing meals you've ever had. Mimsie, what'd you get when they asked you what you wanted?
What did Mimsie want?
Yeah, what did Mimsie want?
Mimsie wanted caveman turkey legs and a ton of roasted potatoes.
Nice. Hobbit meal. Ronin,
Heck yeah.
what'd you get?
So Ronin would definitely want raw fish, preferably having been killed within the past 10 minutes or so, like freshly dead. But you know, if it's just raw fish that's from the butcher, he enjoys that as well. He likes sushi.
I rolled a nat 1. It's not very good, man. I'm sorry.
Damn it!
They tried.
It was that fake wasabi.
They tried. I legit rolled a nat 1, so I'm sorry. For the intelligence check to see how well they make sushi. Not very well, bro. Crit fail.
I got like 2 critical hits in a row last week, so you got to take the luck with the bad.
All right.
So
I'm sorry.
And I
Bad,
got
bad
an
sushi sucks,
exceptional
man.
turkey leg and really good potatoes.
he just kind of makes a face as he eats it, like kind of half gagging.
This is good.
He's jealous of Mimsie's meal. Mimsy seems to be enjoying himself, so. I've
Huge
had
bonus.
better fish down in the polluted lake.
I don't even bother with fish. You can't fish by punching.
Okay.
I mean, you can, I suppose, but what a waste of punching.
But some people, they fish by just wiggling their fingers in the river. And then the fish, they got their fingers and they pull them up. What better show of strength than to wrestle a fish out of its home?
I could rip the bottom jaw off a fish at any point when I want to.
True.
Weird.
But it does take a certain amount of patience and skill. Something that can be a good life lesson.
Patience is a virtue I do not possess.
It's true, but while patience is a virtue, your rage is what helped us win the battles. And I suppose, like all things, it requires a balance.
Yes, and if you ever want to learn the technique of summoning your rage, we can go over that.
I would appreciate it, but I may be a little set in my ways at this point. And he just starts like, sharpening his uchi.
Mimsy looks over there, sees you sharpening your sword, and he goes,
Cracking some knuckles.
yeah, like a bunch of creative ways.
As you continue your conversation, they come and they grab your plates, refill your ale, and suddenly your quarters look conspicuously empty. Since you got back, there have been people in and out attending to you, bringing you the things that you need. And for the first time in a couple of hours since you were whisked away from the near riot in the stands, it's oddly empty. And everybody give me a perception check, please. Everybody. Both of you. Both of you.
Nat 1.
Okay.
I am blinded by that awful
You are mad about your fish and you don't even care.
Yeah, I'm just like closing my eyes. I'm like in my meditation pose, just like,
please
do
don't
not freak out.
don't let me snap and kill these people. They're trying their best.
Exactly. It's not the end of the world.
Somehow I lost my D&D Beyond tab, so give me just a second there.
Big high pressure roll, y'all. Let's make sure we get it right.
Well, let's him rolling that one as well.
I might be blissfully chewing with my eyes closed, like, this is a hell of a turkey leg.
Just eating with your,
Exactly.
just chewing with your mouth open, like you can't even
Just
hear. You can't even hear anything.
Biting straight through the
Through the bones.
Just crunch. This is wonderful. Crunch.
A 6'6", half tiefling, half orc, just mowing it down in the corner. That's not something you ever want to try to get in front of.
Sounds like you're chewing on gravel, like something stuck in the garbage disposal.
Yeah, it's just bone going away. All right.
19.
Ooh.
Yeah.
As you sit and see Ronin, like clearly upset, not as happy with his meal for a very noble gladiator who, up until the rug was pulled out from underneath him, had the crowd in the palm of his hands. Here he sits, disappointed in his pathetic attempt at sushi. as you sit there and just see him not caring about anything except being mad, you hear the squeak of a wagon, like a kind of push cart. And with your 19 as well, whatever is on it seems kind of heavy. You can hear the kind of squeaking of the axle and the wheels as it kind of struggles to make its way across the cobblestone floor of the gladiators' quarters. And as it gets closer and closer, you also hear the kind of heavy metal footsteps of what could be somebody in heavy plate, or maybe that of a warforged.
Interesting.
As it kind of, you hear the wagon and the creaking kind of come to a halt. You also hear the kind of like almost rest of two really heavy objects being pulled off of it. And around the corner and into your room appears the only female warforged you've probably ever seen. The noted, I don't know, what else is the proper term for madam?
I mean, that's as proper as it really
Okay,
gets.
that's what I thought. Okay, I was like, I want to be respectful of the profession. Madam, who is exactly that, warforged, typically named after kind of their express purpose. She strolls in with two very large leather sacks and tosses them on the floor. I do apologize for their majesties. Unfortunately, like most children given too much too soon from a father who did not care enough for them, they seek their place in the world without really knowing how to be in it. And I doubt that they had any intention of paying you. So take this and accept my apologies for what happened out there today. You must understand none of us knew anything about that. I'm sorry.
He shouldn't have tricked us. I vowed never to kill in the arena. I expected them to be able to defend themselves. So I did not hold back.
I must say, it is quite disappointing, those events. And then the sushi I was promised, very authentic Argonesan sushi, but it just tastes like any other Brailish sushi. It is not authentic.
I will take care of that personally. I know a great fishmonger in my district. I will remedy that. Don't you worry.
He gives a little bow.
For anybody to have fought as valiantly and as entertainingly as you did, you deserve the pleasure that is coming to you. In both what you eat and how you stay. I hope these accommodations are to your satisfaction. If you would like some companionship, I can offer it to you. And in addition to that, I must caution, my entertainers are to be treated with the utmost care and respect. I do not run that sort of establishment. I believe in people seeking consensual and safe ways to attain pleasure and nothing more. Is that understood?
Very.
Very well.
He gives a bow in agreement or acknowledgement. Yeah, acknowledgement.
Before we get to that, I have a proposal for you. I would ask of you one more day of combat tomorrow, but for a different crowd and for a different reason.
I'll never say no to combat.
What say you, Master Samurai?
Yes, one can always sharpen and hone their skills.
Yes, your skills.
Very well. Then tomorrow we will make this right. And before she leaves, she asks you for your preference as a companion. She leaves within 10 minutes. Ronin's sushi on ice arrives, very cold, very fresh. You even find a scale on a little piece. That's how fresh it is. Your companions arrive about 20 minutes after that.
2 of each. That's how I ordered.
Very well.
2 of each.
Madam seemed quite happy to provide. Your companions show up. You spend a glorious night, I'm sure, discussing the geopolitics as well as the royal line of succession of Breland, as it is such a fascinating subject. And I'm sure hearing the thoughts of those in the capital city are of the utmost importance to Ronin and Mimsie. I'm sure. I know you guys are. And after being exhausted from such vehement conversations about geopolitics and lines of succession, you fall asleep. The companions slip away just to get back before they are seen in the morning light after a night of exhaustive conversation and debate. You were provided.
So I do want to say, I was just curious. I was like, I'm gonna roll a performance check. No kidding, I rolled another 1. So apparently Ronin was not a very good debater or conversational partner. Apparently he just had issues getting the debate started.
Couldn't form your words. Got it.
Couldn't form his words.
But man, it happens.
Yeah, he sat there like, this never happens. I swear. I'm sorry. It's not you. It's
Bro, she was she was so ready to discuss the line of succession, and nothing.
Yeah,
that's all right. Hey man, look, it happens. You know, we're not here to judge you, Ronin. You'll get them next time.
Patience is a virtue, I suppose.
In the morning, you're provided a breakfast, just as great as your meals were last night. This time also provided by Madam, the same person who dropped Ronin's sushi off the night before, showed up with 2 large plates of exactly what you asked for. This accommodation at a gladiator contest is really starting to turn into like a dope-ass, all-inclusive resort for the 2 of you. You're given a massage after breakfast, a little bit of time out in some of the practice yards. And as your day kind of goes on, you can start to feel and hear the electricity and the excitement building in the stands in the arena above you. It's different than the day before. The day before seemed like the place to be seen, to say that you were there, to be like just a flex on people. Like you made it to the top tier of invites from the douchebag princes of Sharn. And that's your flex. This seems different. These people seem genuinely excited. You can hear laughter. You can hear what sound like the songs that represent certain wards of Sharn. It's a showing of like civic pride as the crowd just kind of builds. And it's still hours before the first contests. And they go on, and you can hear the kind of ooh, ah, and occasionally the crowd boos, the crowd cheers. Sometimes the only thing heard is the roar of an animal and the gasp of the crowd as one contest comes to an end, maybe not as people had expected. And as it gets later and later in the day, it becomes more apparent that you two are once again the main event of this contest and these day. And as you make your way up the ramp, the crowd has just been electric for hours now. Fight after fight, just contest after contest, just unbelievably hype. And despite how long they've been there, still at it, maybe even more so than at any point in the day. And as the gate opens and the lights kind of streams into the tunnel, it's like a whole other experience as the crowd just roars, hearing as you step out into the bright late afternoon sun. You can hear the familiar voice of Madam, this time alone in the royal box, acting as host and MC for this event. Last and not least, we present our main event of the day. Yesterday, none of you were here. Yesterday was not about you. It was about the princes and about nobody else. They brought out the rich, they brought out the powerful, they brought out the entitled and gave them exactly what they deserved. A scam. And the crowd just goes absolutely nuts. Today, we do not bring you a scam. We bring you genuine combat for those who love the honor, the grace, and the skill of combat. We will present to you 3 stories this afternoon for the people, to make us proud of who we are, where we come from, and most importantly, who we should be. We can be anybody we want to be. Let's be better than we have been. Starting with our noble heroes from yesterday. And you can see her point out across the floor. Crowd just goes absolutely nuts. Starting with our noble warrior, our noble veteran, Quick, the climbing, the master of the sword, making his triumphant return once again to the arena. People of Sharn, I present to you Ronin. And once again, all the kind of illusionary flames kind of jump out. Big, heavy drum beat. Exactly like you told them to. Almost as a way of selling music. The crowd just absolutely loves it. And big Ronin chant like jumps out. People got signs up. Rear end me Ronin. All kinds of things. And you can just see Madam up there just kind of taking it in. Proud of the crowd that she's assembled and the show that she's put together. And as the crowd kind of jumps down, I bring you now another returning champion. One of the youngest bare-knuckle prodigies Corvair has ever seen. We bring back to you the people of Sharn, the great people of Sharn. We bring to you Mimsie. And once again, big pyro display, crazy drum beat, crowd just goes absolutely nuts. Signs. I'm Mimsie for Mimsie. All kinds of shit. And as the crowd once again kind of toned down, well, shall we get to the games? Crowd. I can't hear you. Shall we get to the games? Crowd once again goes absolutely nuts. Very well. Today we will bring in a main event unlike yesterday's, save for the combat and maybe a little bit of a statement about our neighbors. Many years ago in Karnath, employers of undead armies, and the crowd just begins to just rain down boos. Apparently, easy, cheap heat for Karnath in this contest. Mention Karnath, people just go nuts, like blue in the face booing. They gave up their independence. They gave up their bodies to serve in that ghastly, grotesque legion. They made the choice that their armor will be their life. It will be how they define themselves, and to take it off is to take their lives. From Karnath, we present some of the most devoted killers of the last war. Present to you. Oops, hold on. Let's put the VTT up so everybody else can see it. The Bone Knights of Karnath.
Oh. Bone Knights.
As they give their intro, they all three appear out of a puff of smoke. Very dramatic. The crowd both gasps and then roars as the kind of pre-fight stare down happens. They are formed in a triangle, kind of boxing you in against the royal box. And if this was a movie, Michael Bay would be swinging a camera 360 degrees around you all standing there staring at each other in super slow-mo, shooting upward.
Wait, Ronin will say the Michael Bay like one-liner. He'll say, I don't know if this is actually a Michael Bay film, but he'll say, "I came here to kick some ass and eat some good sushi, and I didn't get any good sushi."
Mimsie, you want to play Martin Lawrence in this endeavor to Ronin's Will Smith?
Oh, man. I don't even know what to say. I've seen Bad Boys, but all I remember is the guy in the convenience store going, "Mother bitch, I'm kidding, mother bitch." And that's all I remember.
Was it from Bad Boys? Was that quote from Bad Boys?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's been forever.
They
remember...
pull the guns on him, and then like some tropical fruit bubblicious or something is the punchline from Martin. Oh, tropical or some bag of Skittles is the punchline from Martin. All right, so they appear out of nowhere. You're kind of caught flat-footed. Ronin's got something quippy to say as everybody stands there, and the Michael Bay camera just kind of spins all around dramatically, getting the shots of the crowd all in slow motion, all the CGI that they had to put together to make the Coliseum look huge because they don't have Reddit like we do. Is there anything you would like to do before we roll initiative and get this bad boy going?
I'm going to look over at the Bone Knights and just go, and then crack my neck and get ready to fight.
A little Undertaker? Heard. Love it.
Yeah. That's how you do, man.
All right. Let's everybody roll for initiative, please. Ooh. That's not that great.
Whoa. Critical initiative.
I rolled a 4, but because the alert feat, I have an 11 on my roll. That's 3 1s and a 4 so far for me. So
what a waste. A critical initiative. Bollocks.
That was exactly how it was supposed to go. All right.
Bollocks.
Bollocks. All right. So as Madam finishes her introduction of your opponents while at the same time taking a little poke at old Karnath there, much to the cheap applause of the audience. Like I said, cheap heat in Sharn, easy with Karnath. Mimsie, you are first to act against these very intimidating knights who have fused bones to their body as their armor, but if they ever take it off, they die.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, they're committed to their gig.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm out there in like puffy pants and sandals, like people go through so much for armor.
Bro, I'm comfy. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm hella comfy right now. I look too legit to quit. That's how puffy these pants are.
You're gonna go broke soon?
Huh?
You're gonna go broke soon?
Yeah.
You need to go Deadpool on him and just be like, "Where's Grogu?" and just like start hitting him.
Let's see here. So Mimsie will go ahead and run up to knight number 3 here.
Okay.
And give him a flying knee.
All right.
Ah! And now I gotta pull up my stats. Where'd my stats go? Okay, there we go. So a 19 hit?
It does not.
Was a 22 hit?
That does.
And another 22 to hit.
Yes.
So. All right. So 11 damage and 9 damage.
Okay.
From left and right punches.
No big Sagat tiger knee.
No, I missed the tiger knee.
Okay. So yeah, close the distance, punch through your target. 2 fundamental heavy strikes to the Bone Knight, who, while wearing like the skull of a creature as its helmet, can't really see its expression. It might be undead. Either way, it's creepy as hell. It is now the Bone Knight's turn. Bone Knight number 2, going to make a little slide over there to Ronin, just blindly walking up, dragging this massive greatsword. It's going to swing on Ronin twice for a 24 and a 22.
Both hit.
Okay. All right. Okay. 11, 15, 18 plus 8, 26 plus...
Now, don't get too crazy with all those pluses now.
26 plus 7. All right. You're going to take 26 slashing damage from the greatsword.
Yeah.
And he's going to get a little spicy and throw a branding smite on that for 7 radiant damage as well.
The spice. No.
That's awesome. All right. Number 2 is, let's see. Enough. Oh yeah, we got enough. We're going to move you to Mimsie. That is what, number 1. One's going to take his 2 great sword attacks. That's going to be a 26 and a 17.
Yeah.
26.
Both hit.
Oh, wow. 17 hits? Really?
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm stripped down. I'm for killing, not for taking it.
Okay. I mean, all right, man.
My philosophy.
Show's going to be like 30 minutes. 6, 8, 13 plus 8. You're going to take 21 slashing damage. You're also
Ouch.
you're also going to get the spicy 9 radiant damage as it just comes in and just bah, bah, one with the extra spice on top of it. Paladins,
Alright.
evil paladins who command the Smitey Smite.
All right.
What else can this thing do?
Pretty messed up, bro. Just like in general.
Number 3, gonna take a little slicey slice. It's gonna be a 13. A 13 doesn't hit, does it?
Me? No,
Yeah.
no.
Okay, good. Jesus, I was worried.
No, absolutely.
All right. So a 13.
I was like, 13? What?
13 and a 9. 2 big slashes. But Bone Knight number 3 is going to miss with both of their attacks. Ronin, it is now your turn with everybody getting a little spicy.
He's blocking one-handed like the Matrix, by the way. He's like, psh, psh, psh.
He will activate his Zen Shuchu no Kokyu, his breathing technique. I think I would go with the water breathing style. Or no, the thunder one is pretty cool. Anyways, he activates it using his bonus action, and then he starts his spices, part of his cross slash. Yes.
Old time for you.
So, attack number 1 against this one in front of me.
Okay, which one's that?
It's
Number
28.
2?
Yeah,
Yes.
number 2.
Okay.
28 to hit.
Yes.
14 damage on that one.
Okay.
Attack 2 is 23 to hit. That was
Yeah.
it, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. And that is 19.
Ooh.
And all this is magical damage.
Spicy.
Attack 3 is 25 to hit.
Yes.
15 magical slashing.
Very nice.
And then
Oh, sorry.
and then
No,
he's
and
going
then.
to action. He's going to action surge because this person was mean to him.
No, and then.
And we start the slashy slash again. 28 to hit.
Yes.
Holy shit.
12 magical slashing.
Okay.
That one was a hit. It's 17 magical slashing.
Okay.
Oh no. Even with advantage, I rolled a 1 and a 4, so I missed on that one.
All right. Woo. All right. So
That
this thing slashes and smites at you. You stand in there. You take your shot, and then after you kind of look at him, you done. You just waylay the shit out of him. He goes there from seeing the damage that he did, like really smashing into you, especially with that little spicy on the end, to just in a matter of seconds, just being cut down and demoralized and like barely able to stand.
In fact, Ronin is surprised that it is still standing. And he kind of gives a grin. He's like, not many can still be standing after that.
You can see like this black, like inky liquid kind of leaking out from underneath the helmet. That might be blood, but you probably don't want to know. Don't touch it, whatever you do.
Oh, yeah. And he's not counting the ass kicker from last week either. Okay, that thing was a special exception. That war machine. But yeah,
Big siege
he's
weapons.
done.
All right. Mimsie, we are back up to you. You seem to be quite popular amongst the Bone Knight crowd,
Yeah.
as it is. And you'd probably be feeling a little double spicy if the other one had hit and not rolled a like 9 and an 11.
Yeah, I would have gotten really seasoned by that point.
It is now your turn against your two little buddies here.
All right.
Number 3 is the only one that's been injured.
All right. Mimsie stops and takes a look at him and takes a deep breath. All the blood that he's bleeding goes right back into his body, and he's healed.
Creepy.
And after he heals himself, he looks over at the Bone Knight that did it and gives him a super punch. Believe me, this is a super punch. I'm impressed, actually, at what it is. All right, so it's a 24 to hit.
Okay.
Which does hit, right?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm raging now, as well.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, I'm upset. I can't believe I just.
I have been inconvenienced. I would like to speak to the manager of this gladiator contest.
I cannot believe that happened. That was shitty. So that the skeleton that I punched takes 29 damage.
Okay.
And he's blasted 15 feet backwards.
Very anime. Punch him in the chest. Like, his feet just drag 2 big channels, like, away from him. And yet somehow he manages to stop in, like, very cool, like, kind of pose and kind of get up. You can see the chest plate, which was the sternum, it appears, of some humanoid, has just absolutely been shattered and kind of caved in. Some of the ribs are like kind of splintered, and it definitely has put like some sort of deformation into the chest of that thing.
Hell yeah.
What else you got?
And now I am going to take my opportunity to enjoy that, and that's it.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Bone Knight number 1. Kind of seeing you kick or punch dude in the chest. Wants this to be over sooner than later. Gonna take 2 big greatsword slashes at you. A 15 and a dirty 20. The 20, yeah? Please don't tell me the 15 hits.
20 hits, yeah.
The 15 hits? No, right?
Yeah.
No?
No, on the 15.
Oh, thank God. I was like, bro. I don't even know who you are anymore. So, 6 plus 4. That's going to be 10 slashing damage. And not wanting to miss out on the spiciness. It's going to be 9... what did I say? 10 slashing, so 5 with your damage mitigation, and then you don't get any resistance to radiant damage, right?
No.
Okay, so all 9 radiant damage. That's why I chose that monster.
All right.
All right, that's gonna be Bone Knight number 3. Bone Knight number 3, not wanting to get any closer, is going to take 2 shots at you with a longbow. 21 and a 17 to hit.
Both connect.
Okay. The old D8. After mitigation, you're going to take 7 piercing damage as it plucks you with 2 arrows. But you're too mad to notice. Almost as mad as Ronin was about a sushi.
Just immediately brush them out of my skin.
Push him through and then pull him out the other side.
I'm nuts.
All right, that's that. That's that. Bone Knight number 2 is going to kind of...
He's on break. He's on lunch.
It's going to kind of stand up.
It's unfortunate.
going to be an 11 and a 7 to hit at Ronin. Just like a feeble effort, can barely like stand up and is probably the last gasp. That's going to be it for the Bone Knights. Ronin, you want to just poke this dude and knock him over?
Yep, he is going to use his second wind first just to get some hit points back.
Okay.
Which I got 20 back.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I got like nearly a maximum roll. And then he will make he'll go and do his first slash. He's not using his breathing. That's a bonus action, so can't do that while doing the health one. But I just rolled a 30 on that, so I'm pretty sure that hit.
Yes.
Yeah, Jizo.
Just, I mean, unless you want to see the big number, and if you do, it's chill you right.
It's max damage. It's 19.
Okay.
Max damage.
Yeah. Homie had 3. Go ahead.
He's cutting it right down the middle
and just splitting it in half.
Yes.
And as you split it in half, it looks like the inside of a rotten nut. You have this really hard exterior, and the inside is almost like a rotten, like jelly that just kind of splits and spills out all over the arena floor. Probably don't want to get it on your shoes. As this Bone Knight is now struck down. You got anything else you want to?
Yeah, Ronin has 2 more strikes he can do.
Okay.
And he will make his way over to this one. As he's kind of like charging this guy, he's just going to kind of like sling his blade while he's walking, just to like throw the guts and blood of the comrade
goo
at him, and then he's going the goo.
There you go.
Just kind of throw it at him, just to kind of be like, hey, he went down, and now it's your turn. So slash 1, that's a hit. 16 magical slashing.
Nice.
Oh, that was a miss. It was on an 18, and then it just barely eked over to a 2. So
your virtual dice, just tell me the number. Don't make me wonder.
Oh, it's 13. 13. I know it missed. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
Okay. So you pierce the one guy in half and then do like an anime kind of slide, right? Your knees and everything just kind of locked at an angle, and you just.
Oh yeah, kind of like doing a whirling, like spinning slash as he's just kind of like throwing some dust up as he moves through and everything.
You show up, you slash at the Bone Knight, who's now seemingly from one moment outnumbering Mimsie to being outnumbered by the 2 of you. Speaking of Mimsie, it is your turn.
All right. I will uncork on this guy here. So 27, 23, and 24 to hit.
Yeah, all 27, 24, 23, yes, all of them.
All right. So 12 on the first one.
Okay.
15 on the second one.
All right.
And then 16 on the third one.
Okay. You just come in, like you're working the heavy bag.
Yeah.
Just going to town. You can hear the cracking and the kind of dust kicked up from these like paladins / necromancers. Just a pile of bad news, goo-centered, just wailing away on this thing. And as you do, you see it kind of grimace, or it looks like it kind of adjusts its body to at least kind of take the blow in a better way than just straight on. And as you do so with your decent passive perception. You faintly hear laughing. And as the laughing gets louder, even Ronin, you swear you hear this thing laughing as he starts to beat on it. And as it laughs, it turns over its shoulder, not the other shoulder where the bow knight that's been shooting the bow and arrows is, but over its other shoulder to an unoccupied section of the floor as another bow knight enters. And you hear, madam, as the crowd gasps and starts to cheer again, seeing you handle the one already. Oh, look at King Caius, just like he vampire would, sneaking in while everybody's busy. And the crowd gets like a big laugh and like a little hooting and hollering. And Carnath sucks breaks out in the crowd. Yeah, that's it for your turn, right, Mimsie?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
Bone Knight number 1, just having gotten punched like repeatedly, slashes. 25 does, a 13 does not, right?
Yep, that is accurate.
Okay. You are going to take, very nice, 8 slashing damage after your rage mitigation, and the spice, you're going to take 8 radiant damage as it just wails on you. 2 vicious sword strikes, blank expression, doesn't even follow you, just seems to be like mindlessly slashing at you, occasionally connecting and then hitting you with the little hot sauce. All right, that's Bone Knight number 1. Bone Knight number 3 is going to slide over here. Take 2 shots with the bow against Ronin. 21 hits? No? Yes?
It does. Yeah.
Okay. A 9 does not. And then you are going to take 4 piercing damage as one of the arrows connects. Yeah. Which one's dead? 2's dead. That's what my problem was. All right. Bone Knight number 4 is going to. Are they going to be able to make it?
Saw is ready.
Oh yeah. I got you for 3 whole minutes. Make his way up. 2 big slashies on Ronin. 17 and a 15.
Neither of them. Yeah.
Aw, damn.
I mean, AC of 19.
Ooh, okay.
Carried a squeak.
Yeah. It's still clearing the fog out of its eyes. That pyro effect for it to enter the arena is just still kind of like lingering. It's a lot of dead air, no circulation.
That's just like flash cubes that you get when you look at the sun or whatever.
Yeah, like just came in from from the movies in the middle of the day. Plus they're kind of undead. They don't really function in the daytime. All right, they're nocturnal. It's not his fault, man. I'm working outside of the schedule. All right, Bone Knights are done. Ronin, it is now up to you.
They lined themselves up for failure because all 3 of them are now in range of my breath weapon.
Oh shit.
So, I don't think I'm going to use all attacks on the breath weapon because I only have so many prolonged rests. But I'm going to go and use one.
I might use more than one.
Yeah, I might use more than one. So, first attack, DC 16 dex save for all of them.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a good one for them.
No. All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah, +1. Let me make sure. Let's do number 1 first.
It'll be for all of it. It'll be 22 or 11 on a save.
Okay. 1 fails. 4 fails, and 3 saves. All right, so hold on. 1 failed for how much? 22?
22
Okay.
or 11 on save.
3 saved. And 4 failed.
And it's force damage. I don't know.
Tell me what your breath weapon looks like.
I was thinking that like he kind of like charges it up almost like a Kamehameha wave, and it's sort of like a bluish beam, but it's like if you think of like almost like pure energy, like not quite as dense as like a Kamehameha wave would be, but like still pretty like almost like water, but it's not water. It's like a blue energy as it just consumes them, and they feel the force of like I don't know, sort of like gravity, but just like pressing against every fiber of their being as they get enveloped in this breath weapon.
And if it was to take the life of one of these bone knights, what would happen to them? Would they just like explode into dust?
Yes.
Okay.
I like that.
All right. So with the massive force, like they just been hit by a giant concussive wave. To those of you who watched a lot of Mythbusters and seen them blow up a lot of shit, or like Sarah Connor in Terminator 2, holding onto the fence and just Bone Knight number 1, just completely obliterated into dust. The bones it once used to adorn its armor and shown its allegiance, now blending in the sand of the arena. Very nicely done. All right, so that's that one is dead. Number 3, which saved but is doing very poorly. And then yes, okay, cool. That's accurate on the map. I probably zoom in. Realize I'm like you guys are moving all over the place. Too far. Nope, that'll work. Perfect. All right, then Ronin is. Keep going. I'm sorry.
So I'll just go and do 2 slashes. I'm not 100% sure about the wording of the text. I couldn't look it up before, but it says when you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace a 1 attack with a 15-foot. So I think that you can only do maximum 1 per turn. So I'll just do 2 weapon attacks afterwards.
Okay.
That one's probably a miss. 20 to hit.
20 does hit exactly. Actually,
it does. Awesome. 16 magical slashing
on number 4.
Yes.
Okay.
And then attack. That one misses. That is a 17 hit.
Okay. So you'll take some very nice slashes at this Bone Knight as it stands there, still just kind of vacantly, blankly, but still kind of expertly hitting you with its sword when it comes up to its turn. But it doesn't fight like a regular fighter. It's not looking you in the eye. It's not engaged in your body language or your posture. It's just kind of recklessly swinging very well, like an animated puppet would. What else you got?
That is it.
That is it.
Yeah.
Mimsie. You've got Bone Knight number 4 potentially wailing on your boy right there. But you've got Bone Knight number 3 off to the side, very much not doing well.
All right. Good. That's what I was hoping for. All right. Let's see here. Bone Knight number 3 is not doing so hot, huh?
It is not.
All right. I'll take a 5-foot step in this direction and then charge the number 3.
All right.
And kick him in his bones. 25.
Yes.
26.
Let's do these one at a time.
Okay. So 25 does 16 damage.
Okay. After you come screaming in like the mad half tiefling, half orc that you are, you run up on him, square up on him, and then what?
Run and jump with both feet. Bam, right to the chest, drop kick style.
As you do so, you see the part of the ribs that connects to the sternum break off from the sternum, turn inwardly, puncture whatever is holding this thing together. And the same black ooze that kind of oozed out when Ronin slashed his in half now starts to kind of pour out of these wounds caused by the puncturing of the ribs as you essentially shotgun drop kick it at full speed. Bobby Boucher, yeah?
Yeah, Bobby Boucher, Finn Balor.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
H2O!
Yeah, just so you kick it in, cave its chest in. What else you got?
All right, I'll walk over here. Oops, I am trying to move the Zoom chat rather than the actual.
Why isn't it working?
What the hell, man? It's ignoring me. I will come up behind the one that is facing Ronin there, the last one.
Okay.
And give him a sock to the back of the head. That is a 26 to hit.
Yes.
And that does 12 damage.
As you very disrespectfully punch it in the back of the head, it doesn't turn around, it doesn't flinch other than like the movement caused by the actual impact. And once you've swung through your target, so I know you're fundamentally sound, punch through your target.
Yes.
As you kind of draw back, you see the head just kind of go right back exactly to where it was. You can see bits of skull kind of dented and malformed from your strike, but it doesn't turn around, doesn't look at you, just continues staring at Ronin. Speaking of which, it is now the Bone Knight's turn to take 2 big slashes.
It better do everything it can because it's about to go down.
13 doesn't, and a 19 doesn't, right?
A 19 does. That's
Okay.
my AC.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So
Yeah.
13 misses. All right. It is going to use. You are going to take 10 slashing damage and 10 radiant damage as it hits you with the last use of its smitey smite. That's going to be it for the Bone Knights. And Ronin, it is your turn with the math very much attainable.
So Ronin is going to begin by kind of feinting with his sword and then with his oddity and then kind of tripping it using a shove action. So you can choose to roll athletics or acrobatics to roll against it. And I'm using athletics. And I probably won because I got a 27 on that.
I can beat that, but not very easily.
Man,
they're +7 to athletics. I'm shocked too. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Oh Jesus! I totally missed my dice tray and just dumped it in the trash can. I rolled a 15. I gotta get that out of the trash can before I forget.
Awesome. So he is now prone. So our melee attacks have. I'm just gonna put a blue R at random. Our melee attacks have advantage against him now.
Okay.
And while he's down, he's going to use his next 2 attacks to just kind of do a spinning slash twice at his body. Hopefully, kill him. The first one. That is definitely a hit. 29, 15 magical slashing. And then that one does not hit, even with advantage. I rolled a 17 to hit.
Womp womp.
But that is Ronin's turn.
Okay.
Now Mimsie will have advantage on all of Mimsie's attack.
Maybe you killed it. I don't know.
Hey, referee hasn't stopped this fight. Get on top of that. Just keep swinging.
Yeah, it's time for the UFC ground and pound. It
Yeah.
is shoved down,
Hammer
thrown on the ground.
fists.
Mountain, do the mountain. Crush its skull. We're in this big sand pit.
Okay, it's my turn, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So
You
it's on the ground.
do have advantage on your attack rolls.
Excellent. I like to hear that. So 23 for the first one.
Yes.
26 for the second one. And 27 for the third one.
Okay. Do all of the math, and I'll give you like 3 degrees of like how badass you can fuck them up. The higher the number, the higher the degree, and then at some point, if you just literally want to crush their skull, go for it.
So it's 44 points of damage to them.
All day total.
That's the total, yeah.
All right, give me the like the craziest way you can come up of putting this Bone Knight down.
Seeing the Bone Knight prone on the ground, I jump up in the air and land down on its head with both feet and go, "What?" And step back.
Its
skull just explodes.
As you crush its skull like a 3-week-old pumpkin, instead of sending seeds everywhere, you send this blackish goo as it just sprays out all over the sand. Not really behaving like most substances do when mixed with sand. Still a little viscous, still a little kind of slimy. And despite this exceptional like display of martial prowess from the two of you, the crowd's just not that hot. Maybe it's because they've seen the Carnathy thing done 2 days in a row. Maybe they haven't seen anything new, but you get a pretty vicious applause. Like, they're very impressed, but nowhere near the energy that they were like before the fight started. And you see Madam rise once again from her chair. We bring to you the greatest of pleasures, but if we started with the biggest one, you wouldn't enjoy them all. And you hear this kind of like polite little chuckle from the crowd, as if she perfectly read the room and saw their disappointment, or at least their lack of energy towards the fight. Maybe
I'm drinking.
Maybe vampires are too easy. They're too common. Hell, the King of Carnath is one. Doesn't make a big deal of it. He sucks for a million reasons. Huge laugh. Once again, cheap pop at the expense of Carnath. What if we brought in some of the most vicious warriors, not of a nation, but of the entire continent, maybe of the entire world? Those who fought, and despite their small numbers, won considerable victories against armies much larger and much stronger during the last war. And the crowd starts to, you hear murmurs, like people like guessing like random things. Some of them are screaming orcs from Troam. Some of them are screaming jokingly about the halflings of the Tenta Plains. Some of these warriors, if they fought for you, you would worship the ground they walked on. You would follow in their blood-soaked footsteps as they wreak carnage across the country. May I present to you, great people of Sharn, our truest test for our amazing combatants today. And she points across the way and the gate begins to rise. And as it does, that is where we will take our mid-show break. It is currently 8:24. We're going to take about a 10-minute break. We will come right back with the big reveal of what the group will be fighting next. To everybody watching, thank you very much for watching. We appreciate it. I know this is kind of a special one-off from our regular campaign. As always, to our players, I love you guys. Thanks for coming out and letting me do this. And then to our missing members, Dustin and Lewis, we love you guys. We miss you, obviously. We're having a good time, but we're thinking about you. So like I said, 8:24, we're going to take a 10-minute break. Hopefully everybody will stick with us to the other side of the break, and we will be right back. All right, we are back after our break. Thanks for sticking with us. As we left off, Madam, in all of her spectacular show machineship, gave a very well-flourished intro to the next round of combatants. Those which she called some of the greatest warriors during the last war. And as the gate opens, you see two Rakshasas come out.
Creepy.
One dressed seemingly more like a soldier, just kind of clad in what appears to be everyday kind of armor and slightly smaller in stature. And the other one, confident, almost arrogant in its stride as it comes out, almost as if it is on the same footing as the two of you. Let me get rid of that bone knight there. As if it doesn't know its role in this show. And as it makes its way out, the crowd kind of gasps and instantly starts to boo. Rakshasa, also cheap heat in Sharn, apparently. And as you do so, you see the soldier... Huh? What's that?
I said also Tenta as a person just really fucking hates Rakshasa.
Okay. Damn, dog. I didn't know I was picking at a wound with this. Okay.
Oh no, you definitely struck a nerve.
Okay. Okay, cool. Learned a little something today. So as they make their way out, you can see the soldier kind of maybe shrink a little bit in the moment. You can see him kind of withdrawing himself, looking around. Him seemingly very aware of his role in this whole thing. And the larger one, seemingly probably an officer, at least somebody important, kind of makes their way out. Madam, we present to you the Zakya Rakshasa, the bloodthirsty foot soldiers of their horde, driven to free their fiendish rulers, seeking vengeance against all free people of Corvair. And just boos rain down. And as a special bonus, one of those fiends they seek to free, we present to you Mordekash, the greatest commander of his age. His nickname is the Shadow's Sword, who always leaves death in his wake. And the crowd really starts to boo as the impression has been made that he is quite the formidable character.
I look over at Ronin and I start mocking the announcer. I'm
Ronin will enjoy that.
This guy's probably a punk. I'm gonna punch him right in his ding.
Time for them to die.
Yes, cut him.
The crowd seems so focused on booing the two Rakshasa that it almost seems to have forgotten that you are even there. And you can see Madam kind of trying to make, kind of a gesture. No? Okay.
What was that?
She was just kind
I,
of
I,
like,
I was sipping on my Coke. I
sorry.
wasn't.
No. What happened?
Oh,
There's a lot more heat in this arena than anything else right now. And that's not the kind of show she's trying to cultivate.
Uh-oh. She got a little too deep on the heat, huh?
This is more of a heroic display and would like the crowd to reflect it.
So we ended up with like a Midnight Express versus the Rock and Roll Express situation where there's just too much heat, potential for a riot.
And excuse me, that was real. All right, everybody, roll for initiative, please. I'm gonna have them both act on the same initiative as always.
I'm going to enjoy taking free praise from the crowd.
now I have a 10 initiative.
I know how to play a baby face. Not that I like it, but I can. Because, you know, the heel's always the best. But that's okay.
What'd you get for initiative?
I got a 12.
12. Wow. Wow.
One thing I'm not is first.
You're still before.
If you ain't first, you last, Ricky Bobby. All right. Definitely did not expect the monsters to go first. Okay. All right. So as the heat rains down from the crowd, you can see the larger Rakshasa kind of push the smaller one out in front. Where'd my elbow tab go? There it goes. And it's going to kind of not really appreciate the shove. You ain't my boss in this arena. And as it does so, you see it kind of steel itself and let out this half demon, half cat-like roar as it is going to charge Ronin. Boom.
Yeah, that ain't through my threat range either.
And it is going to make 3 slashes with its sword.
You brought a sword, huh?
A long sword, in fact. 19, 15, 22. 2 of those, yes?
Yes, yes.
Oh, bro, I rolled 2d8. I rolled 2 1s. So you are going to take total of 10 slashing damage from those 2 attacks as it just walks up, shield in hand, and just takes like 2 very like purposeful, well-taught like military strikes from behind the shield.
That's actually pretty lucky for me. My health is lower.
The other Rakshasa, seemingly very smart, and as it begins its turn, the usual tiger stripes that are just kind of black fur, you can see appear to be smoldering, as if this thing, born of hell itself, it has a sudden air of sulfur as the winds shift in the arena, and it roars and holds up this big, huge clawed hand, makes a few gestures, and I am going to...
That's pretty damn intimidating. I told you Rakshasa are bastards.
It's going to be a 19 to hit Mimsie.
Yep.
And it's going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Of course.
It is going to choose poison damage And it is going to do 5. It's going to do 9 poison damage. God, that was shitty.
9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weak. That's it. Boo.
Sorry, Manny. I know that was a sad
That's fine.
round.
Not only is the DM booing, the crowd also booing. This arrogant thing that just kind of comes out, casts a flashy ball, and barely kind of like splashes you.
Mimsie like barely even flinches. He's kind of like, what the hell was that?
It gave a big flourish and was all impressive and a whole much ado about nothing. And now the heat is going from cheap heat to like genuine like derision and just completely lack of being impressed. Like dude's in over his head. All right, that's it. Mimsie, you are actually next to act.
All right. All right, I'll go running up to this guy.
Oh, the big boy, huh?
Yeah, give him a tiger knee.
Tiger knee.
A tiger? Whoosh. Love that stuff, dude. Oh my gosh, it's a critical tiger knee.
I might buy the arcade cabinet that you can buy at Walmart for like $250. I might buy the Street Fighter one. Like I want it bad.
Oh, I can see the temptation. Absolutely.
I just can't pick which one. They got like 5 of them that I would absolutely buy.
Also, as a half orc, I have where's these features?
The savage attack one.
Yeah, the savage attack.
Yeah. I think it lets you roll another die, correct?
Oh yeah, I add another dice on top of my dice that I'm rolling for my crit.
Okay, so what? It's essentially 3 sets then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we go. All right. So this. So I'm at maximum, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I guess 2 more times after that.
So 1d8 plus 6. So 16. God damn, this is actually kind of difficult to math this shit out.
Welcome to my world, man. I feel seen.
Oh, I'm seeing right now. And 6. So it's max and then roll again, right?
Yes. And then
And
plus your orc feature, which would essentially be max plus 2, roll twice more.
Yeah, so it should be 14 plus 2d8 is basically what it'll end up being, I think.
Okay, cool. So I'm at 30 points of damage.
Okay.
And then second punch is a 27 to hit.
Okay. Yes.
Third punch is a 22 to hit.
Yes.
All right. And then I'm going to just do my action surge right now then.
Okay.
Might as well get that out of the way. So it's a 27 to hit,
Yes.
a 20 to hit,
Yes.
and a 23 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, so let me resolve all these. God damn, why did I make such a high math character? All right, here we go.
Pummel it down.
So 5 more times. So 12 damage,
Okay.
15 damage, 12 damage. 16 damage. 16 damage. Hope you got all that.
101 total.
There it is.
Between your whole turn.
Sweet.
So very nicely done. I'm just gonna play this. I'm just gonna play this as like pure Sagat, Tiger Knee, Tiger Punch, and then the low high kick combo.
At the end of it, you hear a voice go, Ultra, Ultra.
It falls back as you punch it. You feel hot, as if something is radiating heat, a hot stove, the exhaust out of a factory. It feels hot to the touch as you just waylay this Rakshasa that apparently not only Mimsie, but Tenta himself has like severe issues with. So, like I said, I'm hoping we're working through this.
Oh yeah, it's gonna help.
Men would rather play D&D against monsters that they hate than go to therapy. Whatever.
Yes.
All right. I dare not ask the question, but is there anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
That's it.
Fabulous. So this Rakshasa definitely not doing well. It's going to get the double red bar. Ronin, it is your turn. You have the little piddly one in front of you while Mimsie's in the back just crushing the boss.
Just going buck wild back there.
Yeah. Ronin decides he needs to step it up and goes back into his Zen mode to get his temporary hit points and make 3 attacks at advantage. So attack 1, 24 to hit.
Yes.
15 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
Uh, 14 magical slashing damage. That was a bigger hit, so I just
Okay.
Unless it's gonna use a spell or. And then
Also, to get the double red ring.
15 magical slashing damage.
All right.
And that was a 30 to hit on that last.
All right. You don't gotta show off.
Wow.
We get it. Big numbers.
Fighters are like.
Yeah.
That was a 30.
So as you just mercilessly slash at this thing, as Mimsie goes full boss mode on Mordekash, the crowd has suddenly gone from hateful and disdainful for the Rakshasa, and while they still remain so, they have swung to your side. Not only are you putting on an amazing display, but you're also beating the shit out of something they don't like, which makes you ultra popular, as once again the arena crowd seems to have regained the energy and enthusiasm that they had at the start of the show. Watching you beat up these things that, much like our actual players, probably have some feelings about. Maybe they lost somebody during the war or heard about how they savaged villages on the far ends of Corvair. But they're really enjoying watching you just smash into these kitty boys. What else you got?
That is it.
That is it.
For Ronin.
All right.
Yes.
It is the Rakshasa's turn because I forgot they went first. It is going to take its 3 slashes at you.
Wait, you said they're both Rakshasas? Well,
Yes.
I guess one of them was marked. So is it attacking me, the 3 slashes of me?
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
The one in front of you. That's I think it's only gonna be one of those. A 25 is the only one. The other one's an 8 and a 12.
Yep. That definitely hits.
Okay. 1d8 plus 4. You're going to take 7 slashing damage all day as this Rakshasa seems definitely to be shrinking in the moment. It watched its badass boss from, not from this plane. We all know where they come from. Just get waylaid out here. So that's going to be it for that. The other one, seemingly not amused by his feeble attempts with his magic, and having a half-orc, half-tiefling in his face, he is going to draw his long sword. Great sword, I'm sorry. Oh no, that's not good. 26, 28, and 16?
2 hits.
2. That's what I thought. I was going to say, man. I was like, man, that's 16, bro. I was like, I'm going to be really upset.
Actually, wait. No, 16 is a hit.
Oh, man. Oh, no. All right.
So go ahead. Enjoy it.
All right. 8, 11, 15, 19, 22, plus 15, 37. You're going to take 18 slashing damage.
Okay.
Plus 8, 15, plus 15 force damage as it definitely wields its longsword much more impressively than its magic, making 3 solid strikes and coming up with a little magical flurry there at the end. As it does so, it looks at the crowd expecting some sort of reaction or at least acknowledgement of its prowess, and instead gets booed and things thrown on it because you're kind of at the short end close to the stands. They're starting to throw their cups and some of their rotten produce at them, like just kind of pelting them with refuse to show their disdain. Mimsie, it is your turn once again.
Having fought in these conditions many times, Mimsie, his head work is too fast for drinks and garbage, so he's not offended. I'll go ahead and start a punching. Let's see, where'd my die go? Oh no, I lost my D20.
That's all right. Mine's covered in Mountain Dew from when I threw it in the trash can.
Oh my god, I rolled a crit. So, crit, miss, and a miss.
Okay.
A crit and 2 misses.
You made your 1 punch count.
Yeah, I sure did. So 34 points of damage.
Okay.
From a kick right to the groin. Just straight up, as cheap as possible. Whack.
Not even the Ric Flair like low blow, dropping to the knee and just chopping upward.
Not any of that. It's just a dirty, hard low blow. Bam.
As you do so, you hear the entire crowd, ooh. And the kind of smoke and flames seem to kind of just, like somebody tried to blow them out really quick before returning. Even on your, what'd you do? Like an uppercut low blow to the...
Just like a front kick, just...
And even through... your feet and whatever footwear you have, once again you kind of recoil almost at the heat it gives off at your strike. All right, that's it for Mimsie. Ronin, back up to you, and And I will tell you, let's take them one at a time.
All right. I planned on it because it was right after the second attack. And I hit it with 3. So I'm pretty sure the first one is going to take it down.
I stayed on top of that one.
So using the fighting spirit or the soul concentration breathing, this first one will deal 15 magical slashing.
Okay. Describe what your slash looks like.
He wants to go help Mimsie, and he knows this thing is looking pretty bad. So he's going to kind of feint to one side and then kind of like spin around and just like slash through it as he's running towards like to go help Mimsie.
Nice.
And so it's going to do one of those, like he's already ran past it by the time it like realizes it's been splashed and just falls in half. Yes.
As you slash it, and like I said, it's one of those you're so confident that you don't even look back, you just keep moving. As you do so, and you make probably your third big stride to meet up with Mimsie, you feel this gigantic flash of heat and fire as the Rakshasa bursts into flames. And as it does so, the crowd, really reacts. And as it just kind of dissipates into almost like a flash paper flash of fire, the crowd just absolutely loses their mind, starts chanting, Ronin, 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 Ronin. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Ronin will charge it and attack it twice, aiming to cut it down like he did its friend. That first one's a 26.
Yes.
And that's a hit as well. So 16 magical slashing.
Okay.
And then 17 magical slashing.
Just as you connect with your second shot, this thing that has reacted in every way like most sentient organic life would, wincing at pain, kind of blanking out for a second when kicked in the balls. It's as if your momentum as a master swordsman stops suddenly. It goes from wincing and grimacing to standing just very straight and matter of fact. My lords are not done with me yet. And as you feel where resistance should be, nothing, it's cutting through air, and it too disappears into just a big pillow of flame. From a distance, especially across the way, on Madam's side of the arena, they didn't know that you didn't make it through. It didn't hear laugh. It didn't hear it say anything. From a distance, it looked like you made a fantastic slash through this thing. It burst into flames like the Rakshasa before it. And once again, the crowd just explodes. And people are losing their minds. There's people passing out. They're so excited. Even Madam, you see her up there, just unbelievably excited, seemingly unlike herself, who seemed very kind of composed and professional to this point. And as the crowd goes absolutely wild, they start to throw coins and just various things at you, flowers, at least one health potion each.
Hell yeah.
Ronin will definitely be chugging it.
Yeah, I will definitely be like, thank you.
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
What is it? 2d4 plus 4. 2d4.
Go ahead and take the max because I'll let you take it as a bonus action because you're not in a hurry.
Awesome.
While the crowd absolutely adores you and is losing their mind. Madam kind of stands there, once again, seemingly proud of the spectacle she has put on, and even more so by the reaction of the common people of Sharn who are in attendance, unlike the day before for the Prince's games. And as she seems kind of just to whip the crowd into a frenzy eventually. If I could ask my noble, courageous, and quite exciting combatants to move up against the gate, I would really appreciate it. Our next combatants need some space for their entrance.
Okay, this sounds like the ass kicker that we face.
So,
And Ronin is not excited.
okay. And
Mimsie's stoked about this.
as you back up, you can hear the grinding of gears and of wheels, pulleys, and various mechanics. And across the middle of the floor of the arena, it begins to open up. And as it opens up, the sand kind of spills down into it. And after a couple of moments, you hear the grinding of a lift coming up. And as it makes its way up, you hear the monstrous roar that echoes through the underbelly of the arena. And as it makes its way, the crowds in the upper deck are the first to see. And as they do so, an audible gasp and the words, "Mercy! Mercy, don't make them do this!" Madam, very confidently, "I have faith, as should you." And as the wheels make their way up, you begin by seeing the top of a giant, scaly head, followed by 2 sets of gigantic spikes. Oops, hold on. Ah, shit. Ruined it. As they make their way up, Madam, we spoke earlier of the Tenta Plains, a large open country inhabited by some of the smallest creatures, yet a land that has never been conquered, for they have mastered the art of taming some of the most savage beasts in all of Corvair. I present to you the dinosaurs of the Tenta Plains, 2 Triceratops,
What?
and a T-Rex.
No. What?
The crowd, seeing these savage beasts that they've surely heard of, if not ever seen in person, if they've ever traveled to the Tenta Plains, are slack-jawed. You can hear a pin drop in this arena as the dinosaurs make their way to the floor from the sub-basement. They're disoriented, going from the dark to the light. They're in this large crowd of people. They're just gazing everywhere as the crowd just sits there, silent, scared for the lives of the 2 that they have watched entertain them for 2 days now and have heard stories about.
They should be scared.
Oh my god! I can't believe this. What?
Yeah, I'm pretty nervous myself. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'm sure. What are the sizes? Like, I know T-Rex is like what, gargantuan. What are the Triceratops?
Huge and huge.
Oh, they're both huge.
Yes. I made the T-Rex bigger just to be intimidating because it's a T-Rex. It's
No,
supposed to be awesome. I just assumed that they were a larger size. But no, So, yes. So T-Rex. Yeah. So let's roll for initiative.
I can't roll every initiative poorly. Nat 20, 27.
What was
I
that?
can't.
That's what you think.
Hey, 16. I feel like
Uh,
that came at a good time.
all right. Ronin, what'd you get?
27.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yes, I actually had a pretty good. I had a nat 20 as the thing, and then all the bonuses got me to 26.
All right. So as these things make their way to the arena floor, the disorientation from the bright sunlight, they look around, kind of see the crowd, and realize that only one thing is on their level in what they have apprised to be a confined space. They all turn to you, pull their best wild animal intimidation. Stegosauruses kind of get low, wiggle their spikes, seem to snort. The T-Rex just fucking stands there because it's a T-Rex. And Ronin, you are first to act as the crowd is still absolutely silent.
Oh, dude, I would be shitting my pants in the crowd right now. Just to see that exists would fuck me up.
Are we allowed to cheer if they get eaten? Is that cool?
Like, I ain't. I'm running out.
Ronan will take a second just to take a breath, not doing its total concentration breathing, but just, he's a little nervous, but he's going to steady his grip on his weapon and run over to the side. He's trying to keep the T-Rex kind of on the other side of this Triceratops. First thing he's going to do is his breath weapon. Hit all three of them. DC 16, Dex save.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and give you a little behind the screen here. Stegosaurus, not dexterous.
Well, it's a 20 or 10 on a 6.
All right, they're both going to fail. And then, let's see the T-Rex. T-Rex, not very dexterous at all either. All right, so everybody's going to fail. So what, 20 you said?
20 to all of them.
Okay.
Use another use of that.
Oops, hold on.
And he will attack this Triceratops with his other 2 attacks.
Okay.
27 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, I know they have like these big shields on their heads. So I don't know.
Their stat block's not necessarily reflective of how kind of cool they are, but
so it's like a bear.
Yeah.
Big and okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. 17 on that magical slashing.
Which one's that? Number 1. 17.
Yes.
Okay.
And then 14 magical slashing on one again.
Okay.
And then that'll be it for Ronin's turn.
All right. As you run up on this thing, hit them with their blast, force wave, damage, breath weapon, and make 2 quick slashes. As we discovered during the saving throw portion of the show, it's a little slow. It's a little lumbering. It's big. Like, it's really fucking big, y'all. It's like a school bus, like, trying to turn around. Like, it's not easy. So you manage to slip in, like, essentially behind it before it can do anything about it. Kind of slash at it real good as it roars around and seems to be coming at you with its horns. Yeah. Mimsie.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Decisions.
Yeah. Well, I don't have too many of those. All right, I'm going to come up behind the Triceratops in front of me there.
Okay.
And start punching on him, I guess.
Okay.
So here we go. 27 to hit.
Yep.
22 to hit.
Yes.
22 to hit.
Yes.
All right. So 14, 14, and 16 damage. So that's 44 damage.
What was the last number?
14, 14, and 16.
It is 44 because that's how many hit points it had left over. So as you come up, describe how you punch a Triceratops to death.
I grab his back leg and pull it out from under him, and it trips him. And then I just start laying him in on his spine. And it does something to his nervous system, and he's gone.
Okay. It comes like crashing down. You see all the dust kind of kick up. You might have to like avert your eyes as this monstrous thing just collapses dead to the arena floor. What else you got?
That's it.
Okay. Let's see.
Now it's because I guess they are like bigger, so I guess lower AC, but I bet they take a punch. Specifically, the T-Rex. I think that one takes a big punch.
See, that's how you do it. You punch him in the spine.
Yeah.
So the Triceratops is going to back up. It's going to kind of get low in the front, back and raised up in the air. It's going to take two big... What do lizards have? Feet, yeah? It's not a paw, right? It's a foot.
Yeah,
I think so.
Okay. It's going to like dig in, like it's trying to gain traction, and it is going to charge at both of you. I need you to make dexterity saving throws, please, as it's going to like literally charge up on you.
Very nice.
I think I failed. I got a 13.
Ooh, yeah, no, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Let's see. I got a 16.
Alright. I do have that one feature that lets me reroll a saving throw per day. Let me see if I get a better one. 16? Does 16 pass?
16 also does not pass. You failed the same as Tenta. Good for you.
Oh, really? Well, I'm going to use mine to reroll mine.
Good chunk. Ooh. 12, 13.
17?
I want 12. No, also now. 12, 13.
All right, we're taking it.
15, 16, 18. Ronin, you are going to take 18 piercing damage as it gores you with its spikes. Mimsie, you are going to take 9.
Ronin's helmet just goes flying. People see his face for the first time.
Mimsy just gets bucked into the air and lands on his feet.
Ooh, and because I hit you, I get to take a
Do
bonus.
all light.
I get to take a bonus action, and let's see. Ronin, you want odd or even?
Even.
Even. Good choice. As it comes plowing into you, it makes an especial point to purposefully stomp on Mimsie as it comes goring in. That's going to be 28 to hit.
Yeah.
Where'd my D10 go? D10. There it goes. 8, 17, 22, 28. You're going to take 14 bludgeoning damage as it stomps you in addition to goring you.
Uncool, bro.
The T-Rex, seeing this kind of commotion going on over here. Ronin, you took even? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So now it bites me. Okay.
It doesn't, actually. I rolled 19 this time. It's going to make its way over to Mimsie, having it seen you punch its dinosaur kin to death.
I did do that.
That did happen. Accurate. It is going to take 2 big chomping bite attacks. I'm worried for you guys now. I'm not going to lie. 22 and 22 to hit.
Yep. You know it, man.
Do I have D? I don't even have D12s out. God. I do not.
It's all right. I'm a goddamn. I'm a winner.
I mean, you're about to win.
All of a sudden,
You're about to win a really big number, man, and I'm not sure it's going to be winning. All right.
all of a sudden, a portal opens, and down comes a gnome in full armor with a goatee.
15.
And he says, "Hi, I'm Orin. Time to kick some ass."
15,
Yeah.
17, 20.
The shadow of the
27.
Jatuli.
You're going to take
Yes.
Okay. You're going to take 13 piercing damage from the first bite.
All right. That's harsh.
18, 25, 27, 34. 17 piercing damage from the second bite.
Harsh, bro.
That is going to be it for the T-Rex's turn. T-Rex. We are back up to Ronin. I'm sorry, it's kind of like a mess. They're all on top of you. I'll move the T-Rex.
It's okay.
I'll move the T-Rex over here. Okay. Triceratops. Not doing that bad. T-Rex not doing well. No, still doing well.
Yeah, he's doing great.
He's super.
Yeah, he's super.
So I will go ahead and use my fighting spirit again
Okay.
to get the 10 timber, and that's the last one I have, unless we have another combat encounter. But so I get some temporary hit points, and I'll have advantage. This first attack, I'm going to use the breath weapon force. I'm going to angle it just so that it misses Mimsie. So DC 16 dex save.
T-Rex, no. Triceratops, definitely not.
So guess how much damage I did? 3d10. Guess. That's pretty awesome.
6.
5.
Oh.
God.
I rolled 2 1s and a 3. So
They saw it coming.
that's great. Yeah.
Fool me
Well,
once,
that's
shame
all
on me. Okay. Sorry, buddy. I felt that. I felt that.
Yeah. It's all right. It's part of the fun.
Yeah. Yeah. The math is not in your favor right now. I'm like painfully aware of that.
Does 15 hit?
Yes. Which one?
Crosshair.
Yes.
Awesome. I deal 12 magical slashing for
Okay.
that one. And then that's a hit. 16 magical slashing.
Okay.
And that is all for Ronin's turn.
Okay. You're going to take 2 big slashes at it. It too, seemingly distracted by the spectacle of the large T-Rex biting into the orc tiefling. Mimsie, it is go time.
Oh my god.
I mean, you got to make a move here, buddy. You are in like a very bad way. Jim Ross would say business is about to pick up.
Yeah, it's picking up.
Don't become dino food.
Mimsie looks like he's been ejected from a car crash. By God, stop the damn match.
Oh god, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done.
I love it.
Here
I love it. I can't wait to hear it.
I'm gonna get 2 punches in on the T-Rex.
Okay.
So a 23
Yes.
off the table, and a 24 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So 16 and 15.
Okay. 31. Okay. 2 solid strikes connect.
All right, and this second one, he goes in for a single leg takedown, essentially. He's
Okay.
gonna grab it by the ankle or grab it by the tail. That's right. I'm gonna grab him by the tail and try and pull him down.
All right, Steve Irwin.
It's a beauty. All right, let's do this. Opposed strength roll.
Nailed it.
I somehow have advantage, and I'm going to add my superior dice. So here we go. So 36.
Whoa. Okay. Damn. I just
Yeah.
took the wind out of my sails. All right. Oh. Weak. Oh, hold on. Yeah, they're not proficient in athletics. Okay. Yeah, so the T-Rex is what? Prone?
Yeah, he's prone. I've got him by the tail, and I'm pulling him, and it's making his little T-Rex legs go.
And it can't like support himself to keep from falling, so it falls heavy. Like can't brace itself. Its arms aren't long enough. Poor
It's like
thing.
a horse when they fall down, how they can't like stop it.
Yeah, catch themselves. You just gotta take it.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting choice of plans. As you have killed one Stegosaurus, are doing pretty well against the second, and despite the T-Rex and the Stegosaurus' success in their attacks, the crowd is still terrified. You hear people imploring Madam to stop the damn match as this thing just kind of carries on, and they look very impressive. But as you take this thing down, for the first time, it seems like there's hope in the crowd as people like start to like politely clap and genuinely like cheer for you as if they want you to succeed, not to be part of the experience of a sporting event. Is Mimsie, is that it for you?
Yeah.
All right.
Proud. Which is fucking ridiculous.
I mean, it's probably gonna have a hard time getting up too. Like it's short arm bastard. All right, the Triceratops is going to. Ooh, there's an even. It is going to take 2 horned attacks at Ronin. An 11 and a 14. Not going to get it done, right?
No.
Okay. The
Ronin's too agile.
The
Wow.
T-Rex is going to, let's go ahead and let's let it decide for itself what it's going to do.
It's going to have to beat me in a strength roll off.
Oh.
Because he's prone.
Are you grappling or?
Yeah. Am I grappled, or do you just like shove me and knock me down?
No, I'm grappling you. So you have to break the grapple to act.
No, wait. Yeah, no, it's not all that. Wait, grappled.
Yeah.
No. What's the other one? Restrained is the worst one, right?
Yeah. I believe so.
Yeah, grapple what? I get what? I can't move? No, it's restrained.
Yeah.
You have 0 movement speed in both grappled and restrained.
Okay.
Restrained's when you get all the disadvantage things.
Okay, so
being prone.
I use half my movement speed to get up, but as far as being like grappled, nothing happens, right? I just can't move.
Yeah, you have 0 movement speed. So if you are prone, you can't stand up if you are.
I'm good. Yeah, I can't get up, but I can still bite you. I don't need to go through all that.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay there and wrestle with you. That's gonna be a 19 and a 24 to hit.
2 hits. That's the end of this guy. Potentially.
Uh-oh. Alright. It is going to be 13, 14, 26, 13 piercing damage for the first one.
All right, I'm still on.
And
Remember, you have relentless endurance too.
Yeah, I'm ready to use.
Ooh.
I'm ready.
And 12, 20, 24, 12 piercing damage for the second one.
All right, I use relentless endurance, and I'm at 1 hit point.
Okay. Just a flesh wound.
Yeah.
All right, that is it for the T-Rex. Ronin, it is up to you. The Triceratops is bloodied, so that's that. Yeah, you've got a bloody Triceratops in front of you, and a T-Rex who looks like he is about to bite your boy.
You got some DC 16 deck saves to make.
I may. I doubt it, but I may.
I rolled
T-Rex.
low again. It's only 9.
T-Rex saved, actually.
So he takes 4.
Triceratops did not. 76. And then 34. All right, so you hit them with the massive wave of concussive force as you just breathe like waves of concussive force out of your mouth. It's terrifying. How you don't break your own teeth, I don't know. All right, what else you got?
And then he's going to slash this Triceratops to death.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
It does, actually.
Wow.
Awesome.
I told you, man. I was like, wait a second.
You know,
You're just a big cow with horns, yo. You're not a dinosaur. You're a cow with horns. A big one.
15 magical slashing.
Okay.
And then another 15
Yes.
magical slashing.
Okay. As you wail on this thing, you can see the kind of feral nature and its instincts to want to destroy. Just its eyelids are heavy. It doesn't have the aggressive stance that it once did. And it just seems to be kind of staggering in its place. What else you got?
That is it.
That is it. All right. The Triceratops in an exceptionally weakened stance is...
I thought Mimsie went after Ronin.
Oh, yeah, Mimsie does. Oh, okay. Yeah. Mimsie. That's much better, actually.
Yes.
All right. I will go ahead, turn around, and punch the Triceratops.
Okay.
We got a 19
Yes.
and a 21.
Yes.
So 12 and 14. 12, 14.
Okay. With your... What, you got... So you got, what, a grip of its tail and what? Just kind of this backhanded, like, hammer fist to the Triceratops?
Throwing bows.
And you could already see it staggering, and even from your point of view, which we will say is at the brake lights side of the Triceratops, your 2 blows kind of hit it in the back of the knee, and as it collapses like under its own weight, you can just see it has been defeated and falls dead.
Oh, yeah. And then check this out. I make a disengage action. I'm still trying to work the Zoom screen, so sorry about that. I make a disengage action and fly up 30 feet into the air.
Okay.
And there you go.
All right. Right. It is the T-Rex's turn. Sorry, buddy. Seeing Mimsie kind of fly off and Ronin still on the ground, walk its big happy ass up here. And it's going to make 2 bite attacks.
All right. I have 1 hit point.
No, trust me, I understand.
20.
I'm going to come back.
23 and a 25 to hit.
You're gonna see for the 23, it's gonna miss. I'll explain why. As it's attacking, Ronin knows he's in trouble, and you're gonna see a tattoo. One of his, because he's got plenty of tattoos. One of his tattoos are gonna light up and glow, and kind of like transform, like kind of spread across his body, and just shield him. It's a, what do they call it? It's one of the tattoos that soars first level spell in it, and it's the shield spell, and it blocks that attack. I get hit by the 25 because I only have a 24 AC after it. Yeah.
After seeing it attack Mimsie in such a way, and Mimsie flying away, the crowd once again gasps and kind of cheers. That it appears that Mimsie's out of danger. But at the same time, as Mimsie flies away and clears the view for the T-Rex as it makes its way up to Ronin, the crowd once again goes from cheering to like despair. And people are screaming, "Run!" and all kinds of stuff. Your heroic moment with the shield, the crowd like absolutely loses their mind. But on the second one, when it bites down, you can hear the crowd, "No!" And
no,
man, the D12's been working for me today. 21, 29, 36 piercing damage as it absolutely chomps down on you.
It's not looking good.
All right. That is going to be it for the T-Rex's turn, which means it's Ronin's turn.
I'm gonna make 3 slashes. That's all I can do at this point is just to keep slashing. He's dripping sweat or whatever lizards do when they're exhausted. I've used every single resource that I have. I got a bit of
time to
no more breath weapons.
Time to cast attack.
Yes. My lowest out of the 3 was a 22, so I assume they all hit.
Yes.
14 magical slashing.
Okay.
14 magical slashing. 15 magical slashing.
Okay. As you take your 3 strikes so quickly after it took its big chunk out of you, the crowd seems at the same time terrified and exciting, but most of all hopeful. Like you could feel the hope in the crowd. This is not going to end poorly for you.
I'm glad they have hope.
And
I'm
thus
still scared.
for them as well. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be close. One of you's probably going to die, but it's going to be close. All right. Mimsie, let's see not only who, let's see. It's going to be exciting. I can already tell you that. What you going to do?
Mimsie comes flying in at eye level and gives the T-Rex a tiger knee.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my superiority dice to make it a lunging attack. So I can attack from 10 feet away when I do it.
Smart.
Yeah. Smart guy. So 22 to hit.
Yes.
All right. And So that one is 20 damage
Woo. Okay.
from the tiger knee. And then I'll throw another tiger knee in. As anyone who's ever fought Sagat knows that's going to happen.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, how did he do that? And then, so that's a 29 to hit.
Yes.
That is 16 more damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to look at my abilities real quick.
Is there anything else I've got?
I know I have something left in the tank that I haven't pulled out yet.
I've used everything but flight, and that's only because if I just rain down arrows on this without it being able to respond, it wouldn't be in character. Like, that would not be honorable to put it in a position where it couldn't fight back. So it is still going with character things. But I've used every resource.
If I die, I want you to know I did it for the role play. You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
I will extend a superiority dice here, which was a good thing because it got the highest thing. And I will do an evasive footwork attack. So that is a 19 to hit. So 16 more damage. And I add 10 to my AC as I fly up another 30 feet. Tiger, 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 and then up into the air. I'm just gonna do this insect style.
You got it. If I go down, hopefully I last one more round and can do whatever.
Hopefully I can fly down and grab you and we'll just leave this fucking arena forever.
Yeah.
We'll just both be Ronin.
Serve no master.
No masters. I'm coming for you next round. If you survive, I will.
I do have one last shield tattoo, so I guess I haven't used all of my resources, but I guarantee I'm going to use it I guarantee it's being used this round, so.
Just survive, dude. I'm coming for you now.
Okay.
I'm giving you the secret signal that we worked out ahead of time. I'm all.
Yeah. It's like time to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Is the T-Rex injured, or is it still...
I mean, like I said, it is literally a race. There is probably a chance one of you is going to die right here. But once it's out of turns, I think... if both of you survive, it's dead the next round. If one of you survives, then it becomes really interesting.
I'm 60 feet in the air, just so you know.
You're what?
I'm 60 feet in the air.
Okay, so then it looks like... All right, Ronin, I'm sorry, buddy.
No, he's going to be fine. We're going to live, and we're going to live on the beach.
All right. Roll a 12.
Awesome.
And a 17.
Awesome.
No
So
way.
the T-Rex is going to take 2 bites and miss. But because you are relatively close to each other, it is going to whip around with
I'm 60 feet in the
its
air,
tail. Oh, that's right. You are in the air. All right. So it doesn't whip its tail around. It's just make 2 bite attacks as Ronin dodged them both. Ronin, it's your turn.
Okay. After Ronin it felt like his life was on the line, dancing around the T-Rex attacks.
Damn,
You
dude.
just parried a Tyrannosaurus twice.
Yeah, he just like caught its teeth with his own teeth and like just threw it off. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm
Damn
going to
it.
die."
That's
He's
fine.
going to make 3 attacks. The first 2 are going to hit the like knees, and the second one's going to go at the throat. I'll just go and roll because we've established low AC. There's a 14 hit?
It does.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so they all hit. So that is a 15 magical slashing, 16 magical slashing, 14 magical slashing.
As Mimsie stays high in the air and the T-Rex zeroes in on you essentially at its feet, bringing down 2 vicious bite attacks that you managed to parry, thrust. And as the crowd goes silent as the T-Rex comes in to bite. And as it watches you dodge away once, there's a couple of gasps. And the second time, the crowd pauses and then comes to like a furious ovation. And then for you to come back with 3 vicious slashes at the monster as it roars in pain and rears back one more time and stumbles over. And as it does, the crowd, breathless, stops for like a long pause. Everybody kind of looks around. And then just a thunderous ovation brings in. Coins start to rain down on you as the crowd just absolutely loses their mind. And while the crowd goes crazy, madam, just remember, common people of Sharn, we are the backbone of this nation. Do not let anybody believe that you are not entitled to the pleasure that this miserable world makes you seek. I present to you the true champions of the people of Sharn, our gladiator supremes, Mimsie and Ronin. And the crowd just goes absolutely wild, throwing flowers, olives, like marriage proposals from all spectrums of persons. And as the crowd goes absolutely wild, you can see Madam standing there, very pleased with herself.
Putting us on a stretcher.
And as her voice that you hear her addressing the crowd with suddenly is very clear as she is using magic to speak directly to you. Come by Chateau Madam when you are healed, and I will offer you pleasure more than most people can handle. And with that will come a 50,000 gold house account to use as you see fit. Ladies and gentlemen, your grand champion gladiators, Ronin and Mimsie. And the crowd just goes absolutely wild, chanting, Ronin, Mimsie, Ronin, Mimsie. And as the crowd goes wild, you can hear the people just outside of the arena. It's not enclosed, so it's outside. But people outside are encouraged and enthralled by whatever the hell's going inside that they can't even see. They're on the streets. They hear a big arena full of cheering. That the people in the streets are even standing and acknowledging, and you can hear like a proper kind of ovation from the crowd and the people in the streets of Sharn who may not have seen something magical, but were in the presence of something magical, something that is very common in the city of Sharn. And with that, that will conclude our 2-part adventure, our little gladiator games in Sharn. That was awesome. That was close, you guys.
That was scary, dude.
I genuinely did not think you were going to make it. If that T-Rex doesn't miss,
I had 1 hit point left.
Yeah. And then you needed to kill it on your own, or else you were the only thing left.
Yeah, which wouldn't have, because I'd have flown the hell away.
And that's how I became a fugitive. As always, like I said, I really love 2-person D&D. There are a lot of things here that informed, I hope, our friends here, Landon and Tenta, into kind of the other things going on when we get back to our regular campaign, as well as kind of showed off some of the kind of cooler and bigger aspects of the Eberron setting, and most particularly the city of Sharn, the biggest city in all of the land. I had a lot of fun. Like I said, gladiator things is just one of my absolute like fun, just tropes of D&D that I just have a great time doing, and I hope you guys had fun. As always, you got to see them inhabit characters very well, embracing the pro wrestler MMA thing as we did last week. Behind them are even better people who I am happy to call my friends. Let's meet them. We'll do a little bit of news, and then we will get the hell out of here. Let us start with our grand champion who killed the T-Rex after deftly dodging the T-Rex. Landon, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. I'm Landon Baker. In real life, I don't have the same honor system as Ronin does. I definitely would have flew up and just shot down with arrows, but you know, it is what it is. Ronin's a different character. I'm a software developer as a job. I love video games and anime and manga. Excited for some new games coming out in March. As always, I just want to say I appreciate this group. You know, Lewis, if you're watching, we miss you. Dustin, if you're watching, come back next week. I got 2 critical 20s in a row last week because Dustin always rolls poorly on D&D Beyond. And then I'm married. I have 2 big St. Bernards. It's this close. It's going to change when we killed one of those bone knights. I was going to name them Beowulf's Chew Toys, but I didn't do it because I didn't want to mess with the stream. But I thought it'd be a funny joke. Yeah,
I do plenty of messing up on the stream, so I was like, you want to jump in and take the burden off of me from messing it up? Go nuts.
Oh yeah. I will just say, you know, it's from my character choice. I do like anime and manga a lot and stuff, and so I had a lot of fun playing a samurai. The first D&D character I ever created was a Way of Shadow monk. I didn't get to play it, but it was the first one I ever created, so I'm glad to get to do a samurai. So
awesome.
But that's it for it.
Glad to have you, buddy. And our closest adjacent to the actual professional fighting arena, both in the metaphor and literal sense. You saw him wrestle a T-Rex and then bamf the fuck out of there so they didn't get eaten.
Yeah.
Hey man, discretion is the better part of valor. Ted, tell us a little bit about yourself.
That's called the chicken shit heel move.
Hey man, at least you didn't get Jimmy Hart to do something about it.
Yeah, he'll run in there and hit him with the megaphone, and then I leave. So, I'm Tenta. I love MMA. I love wrestling. I love all kinds of fighting, and I love metal music. And I'm 38. I'm married to my wife of 9 years now.
For you.
And I'm just chilling all the time and glad to be around these guys. Can't wait to get Lou back into the fold, and can't wait to see Dustin again.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Like I said, that's our amazing cast. I'm glad to know them. This channel's success rides on the fact is that more than a year ago, 3 people decided that they were going to play D&D online, and now here we are onto our 3rd show, our 2nd campaign together. I'm very thankful for them as well. Once again, I am Manny at GrowedUpGeek on your social medias, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm your host and Dungeon Master here. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow night, you can join us at 7 p.m. Wednesday night Eastern Time for our high-level limited campaign, Dynasty of Dragons, episode 4, I believe, as the party really begins to kind of set into the mysterious order of paladins, as well as find out what's going on with the reawakening of dragons after 1,600 years of being gone. So you can check that out tomorrow night. As always, new videos hit YouTube Mondays and Tuesday afternoons. Please give us a follow, like, and subscribe on your platform of choice to show your support. We thank everybody who watched tonight. We will hopefully see everybody tomorrow night for Dynasty of Dragons. If not, We will see you back here next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m., for hopefully back to our regular cast and our regular narrative, Eberron Tranquility's Twilight. So if not, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. And remember, I love Dungeons & Dragons and the people who play it. Good night, and we'll see you soon.